Well, welcome to another Classic of the Month. This is the final one for 2022. This is, of course, Big Lolly by Kaylee George. Not your standard mod.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, a dreamland of wonder and candy did grow. Its treasure was sweet, the land was Big Lolly.
Hey, Adam, how's it going? Just in time. So, right, this is not like any other mod, any other Half-Life mod at least, that we've really seen. And that's part of the reason I picked it. Classic, maybe stretching the definition a little bit, but it's certainly unique. And you know, on the Run Think Shoot Live post of Big Lolly, found an interesting reply from Clems, who made Bear Party Adventure that I played a few months ago. Right, very much in this style. It was Care Bear themed. It was very colorful. It was a source mod, and he admitted that the original version of that mod, which was a multiplayer Care Bear deathmatch type of game, also very colorful, also in the source engine, was very much inspired by Big Lolly, by seeing what was possible. And that's kind of what I wanted to highlight today, is that the gameplay isn't novel. It isn't, astounding. But what a single modder could do to the Gold Source engine with just some skills in Photoshop to make new textures, some sound recording and audio manipulation to make some new sounds, some basic modeling to make new models. Like everything in this game is just a replacement. Like you see those orange Care Bears across the way. Those are just head crabs. So, oh hey Turbulent, how's it going? Yeah, this is actually what I'm explaining right now. Is one of the reasons I picked this mod was simply it's an exhibit of what a single person could do with some skill and just replacing assets. Like, I don't think there's much new code, if any. I'd have to check if there's even new code here. I think it's just replacing things in Half-Life. Obviously, replacing the crowbar with a lollipop. Replacing a head crab with a Care Bear. New sounds, new sky, new textures, of course. Yeah, they do attack me, okay. And I think Kaylee said this was actually made as a kind of a joke mod for his brother's birthday. But his brother was turning 30 at the time. It wasn't like, your little kid brother you make a silly mod for. So, yeah, like I said, the gameplay here isn't what's on display. It's the visuals. It's the the new sprites, or these may be actually textures instead of a sprite. But the way you could customize the Gold Source engine to look and act the way you want without that much effort. Like, this is a lot of work, but it's nothing like, Cry of Fear or Full Blown Mod or anything like that, where you need it, or a source mod, where you mostly, for something this extravagant, generally need a team of developers. Oh shit! Yeah, I knew it. Oh, there goes my no death playthrough. Banana gun, see? I mean, simple replacement things for existing weapons. He could have done a little more with the ambient sounds here, I think. These are just, this is the flyer flock, I think it's called, right? In Half-Life, that you see in Zen, to just replace with butterflies. Oh, that took care of that. I can't get over there, can I? No, this is not even low gravity here, so I'm not sure what that's there for. Of course. All right. Yeah, I just walked right off that. Oh, all right. Cockroaches, I guess. I don't know if that sound came through. Did you hear it? He was like humming a little marching tune or something. Yeah, these are replacement cockroaches. Yeah, this goes back to 2003, I think. Right? It's only, it's only a handful of maps. It's only 4 or 5 maps, so we're already, say halfway through almost. It doesn't get intense at all. There's a couple of fights coming up, but you get a couple wacky weapons too. But I think this is just a fun example of what you can do without, like I said, I don't want to harp on it, but without that much effort, all told, in the Gold Source engine. We just jumping down here, I guess? Yeah. Oh, there's steps over here. I don't know what this banana is supposed to be shooting, but whatever. I mean, it's Glock bullets, but it's not, right? In universe, I don't know what this is shooting. So yeah. Anyway, my story going back to Clem's comment on the Run Think Shoot Live post, and sort of inspiring him to start making the original mod. It was called Beast Noir's Party, I think, with Care Bear Party in French, which eventually developed into the single player mod that I played, I think back in like February or March for Classic of the Month. The very colorful Bear Party Adventure, which was on Steam but sadly got taken down. No explanation given, but I expect it was the Care Bear, name or whatever that got him taken down from Steam. Maybe you guys can hear these guys hum as they march around. If I'm quiet for a minute. So I guess there is custom code here, because I'm only getting 15 bullets per magazine here. And I don't think you can do that without coding. So there's minor, coding changes. The monsters haven't been changed other than their sounds and their model. Snow effect, I expect done with... Are those fading out? I would expect done with a bunch of conveyors with scrolling textures. Oh, wait, no, this is sprites, right? It changes as I move. Yeah, I don't know. Animated sprites, I suppose, then. Decent effect. It's not the best snow I've seen in the engine, but it's basic. Yeah, my screen isn't lagging. It's just that the movement is not smooth. Yeah, the movement is very dot 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 dot. But yeah, these are sprites. Zombie. So be careful, I'm gonna be dead. I think this is a grenade, if I remember right. Oh, and I got snarks too. I forgot about this. Right, so these are just the basic replacements. This is I think a snark. This is the old Pop Rocks and Soda explosion, wives' tale or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it passes as a grenade. Oh, too far. Shit, he's coming my way. Oh shit. He did end up getting me in the end, just not directly. I mean, obviously we knew Kaylee's a talented mapper. This is a pretty basic map. Right? Nothing fancy. You just, you basically, I think this is one large map where we just kind of, oh, for fuck's sake. I think we end up here. In other words, we go around this whole, structure, maybe through some caves, and we end up here because that's our transition to the next map there. That was a good dodge for a second. He doesn't, with the gingerbread man's basic movement, obviously he doesn't really advertise or signal his attacks very well. Not nearly like the zombies where you can tell they're making one or two arm swings. We're gonna go with the snark again because I like the snark. I can get up there. I don't think I can actually go into any of these houses. Oh, I can just climb this. Yikes. This must be stepped. Like, this is way too steep for me to reasonably be able to climb, right? In a regular Half-Life mod. Yeah, this is stepped, so I can actually climb it. It's way too steep of a slope. I might be able to surf up that in normal Half-Life, but... So that's it. I think this is really the final map. Oh, it's got the reload bug from old Half-Life, where you can keep reloading without shooting a bullet. Nothing fancy, but it's certainly fun. And... yeah, I don't want to harp again, but it just stands as a great example of what a single person can do without too much effort. It's not groundbreaking gameplay-wise, but it's a memorable, visual experience, let's say, certainly. thought I heard a cockroach around here. That doesn't matter. I wish the banana gun were a little more candy themed, like everything else on this in this mod. There's our cockroaches. And I think the final map. Other than he did actually make a deathmatch version too. Not version, but maps that are included with this download. So we will take a look at some of those. How do I... This is an elevator. Oh, there's an elevator. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I was starting to say before I think I fell off the mountain and got sidetracked. We know from other releases, obviously, that Kaylee is a very talented game designer. Right, he's worked professionally in the industry for close to 20 years now. This was 2003, and I think it was after this. He got hired at 2015, I think, but has since worked on. Oh, these are cute. These roaches. Horizon Zero Dawn, and of course, later released. He worked at Valve as well on TF2, Portal 2, and released Half-Life Cage a few years ago, of course, too. Oh yeah, the thing that's moving and spinning, that's likely a Funk Plat. It could also be a train with an angular velocity. But I don't think so, because it keeps moving in the same direction. I think if you reverse the train direction, it spins the other way. I can't remember, though. Yeah, it worked beautifully. That's the end of Big Lolly. I disagree that TF2 was an insult.
Candy, a big lolly, was the sweetest gift of all, filled with love and joy. The end.
Despite what it's become now, TF2 was a much more polished version of Team Fortress and Team Fortress Classic. So that's the end. There's only 5 maps, right? I will load up the 3 deathmatch maps just to kick around in for a second, but yeah, that's a nice little wacky, whimsical mod. Classic, yeah, maybe not, sure, but fun. Candy Island. So I guess he made these maps so you could, just run around in deathmatch with it if you played your brother or friend, Obviously using some of the same textures. Candy theme, no question about it. This one's named Candy Island. No, even if you don't like TF2, it's hard to say that it's not a more polished version of TFC if you've played it. It's become a mess with what they've done over the years to it, but they've certainly kept it fresh. I still enjoy TF2, but I only play certain modes and certain maps. It's certainly not a bad game. I mean, it's still popular, right? It's still in the... If you looked at the Steam awards or whatever, it's still in the top, I think, silver or something for revenue, making money this year. I mean, it's still popular. Bots had ruined it for a while, or ruined some of it. I still didn't notice it because I played on a special bot server, where you all the bots are engineers, and you play attack defense with them, like on Dust Bowl and things like that. It's actually great fun, but anyway. All right, let's try Mint Brittle. Okay, so kind of like the last map we were on, the sort of floating islands theme here. I always had a lot of fun on maps like this in Deathmatch because of the environmental danger, which usually killed me more than, I usually killed myself by falling off more than anybody else got me. So pretty simple, nothing big here. Oh, this goes up somewhere. I want to see where this goes. Oh, just up to get grenades. So you can kind of spam from up here if you need to. I'm not seeing anything besides the 3 weapons we saw in the single player, right? 3 or 4, I guess. You get the crowbar, you get the banana gun, you get the grenades, and then snarks, which are the green gummy bear over here. Oh, right there. You get the idea. And last one, let's try Sweet Winter. Oh yeah, so there are code changes because you only pick up 2 of these grenades at a time when you pick up, and it looks like 3 snarks when you pick up snarks. So there are minor code changes, but really not that affect the gameplay, just that affect the weapons a little bit. So a small arena map, this is like probably a 2 or 3 player map at the most. These are definitely stepped invisibly so you can climb up them. These roofs. Yeah, that's it. So that is Big Lolly, single player and deathmatch. See custom decals too. I mean, I think it's the same decal, it's just blue for exploding Pop Rocks Coke. Simple in concept, right? It's nothing novel at all in terms of gameplay. Unique visual look, but a memorable release. And it stands as a great example of what you can do by yourself in, honestly, probably a couple of weeks. For all 5 maps. Plus that, maybe, I don't know what time frame he developed it in, but details like the footprints or the footsteps making snow crunch sounds, probably taken from Counter-Strike, So that is Big Lolly. Happy New Year. Yeah, that wraps up the Classic of the Month this month. Next, I wanted something short this month, and wintry themed was perfect for me. I'll probably get into some of the longer releases in the next year, including Field Intensity. I'll put some up for a vote, I think. Halfquake Sunrise is on the list. Hazardous Course 2 is on the list. And a couple other ones I haven't really narrowed down yet. So, thank you all for watching. This was Big Lolly by Kaylee George.